did have strong wind come through today, and it knocked down a big part of that locust tree down on the ground. So it put a lot of debris in the driveway. So I'm just going to be out here. I've been picking up some of the debris, but you know, you don't want to leave like little bitty sticks and stuff down here because if you do, somebody could trip over them. They really could. So hello. Actually, also, I took time out for myself too. I got my hair trimmed and got my hair dyed too. I did. Got my hair dyed and my hair trimmed, and got my got my eyebrows done. Of course, let me do this. Did it myself. Yeah. So I know that other people had like storms that would have came through. Oh, Annie, honey, I believe it. I really do believe it wouldn't let you type. That's a given. But guess what? In the big scope of my life, yeah, that's what I gotta say, you all. In the big scope of my life, I guess that's not too bad, really, if you think about it, to have them do that to us. Hello there, Apple Brooks. Yeah, I probably better not going to be bending down, because if I bend down, then I'm in my shirt like that, so I'm not going to do that. Well, I'm not going to have it turning on me, you all. Really, I'm not. This is like a loose shirt, since it's still a little bit humid out here. Yeah. Hello. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so you all probably had weather come through also. Hello, Susan B., honey. Yeah. So tomorrow my husband will probably cut up that big old branch. It's really bigger than it looks too. So it'll take a while for that to dry out. Yeah, it will. It's still sunlight out. Hello there, Alan May. Alan May, are you kin to David? David May? And if so, I wonder if Everett is still around too. I wonder. Yeah. Ah, thank you. I oftentimes don't even make time for myself, but you know what? I thought, you know what? I'm going to make time for me. Well, I only made it. It took around an hour, but that's all right, you all. Oh, you're not? Okay. That's all right. Then I'm not going to tell the story. And they're going to tell the story about me and Everett. Was it Everett? No, it wasn't Everett. It was some other boy named, what was that boy's name? Cricket. His name was Cricket growing up. We, what did we do? We crawled in the sewers. We went into the woods, me and Cricket, when we were little. There was these big sewage tunnels in the woods. We that. The sewage runoff went into the woods behind the projects. And so we could, walk in, and we bent over and walked in them like that. Then we kept winding, and it got smaller and smaller till we had to drag our bodies. And I said, let's turn around. We ended up from the woods all the way down to a four-way intersection near my house, and then we turned away. It was only after the fact, years later, that I thought, you know what, all they had to do was release that storm water. We would have drowned in the sewers. we would have drowned in the sewers, you all. So you don't want to do nothing like that. You do not. No, you don't. Yeah. So I'm using a rake right now, y'all, because I don't. Oh, isn't that a pretty cloud? Because I don't want to bend down while I do this. Yeah. Hello, Jay Jocelyn, you all. I'm out here. I can't believe it's still daylight, but summer's coming. And I'm trying to get out here and sweep up some of this, pick up some of this stuff that's out here. This sticks. These are part of that branches up there in that tree, you all. Yeah. been many and being. They told you to take the pledge, but I got mad, and your grandma says good. Well, I don't know what that pledge would be, but I'm not going to ask. Okay, I'm not. I'm not going to ask what it would be. Yeah. I'm raking. Oh, like a Japanese garden. Well, that's okay. I can do it. I can rake these sticks in a pile because I'm not going to bend down because I've got a loose shirt on. Okay, it wouldn't be very appropriate. Okay, it wouldn't. Some people might have no problem doing it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Yeah. You had bad anxiety yesterday and you're not feeling good today. Does anybody on here have a migraine and nauseousness coming on? Do you have that? A migraine and nauseousness? Because it would be kind of common to have it. Oh, thank you, Michelle, honey. Yeah. Oh, you all do? Let me do this. Both, okay. You see my outfit? This shirt and these shorts. Got them at the Goodwill yesterday, and $3.99 each. And they're in good shape. See? They're in good shape, and I thought, I'm going to get it. I got a nice, loose-fitting clothes, and it's really rare to find something, but that's okay, you all. Yeah. Your son does? Yeah, something's happening because I heard someone else tell me that not too long ago. They got a massive migraine, and they're nauseous, and their eyes hurt. Emily, will you be doing a family interview with your mom for genealogy's sake? Marie, will I do a family interview with your mom for genealogy's sake? Who are you asking that question to? I never saw that type of a question on here. I haven't. But it's okay. You can ask it. Oh, behind your left eye. Ah. Your healing of your body of 10 years of sickness and no meds. That's wonderful, Susie, honey. Yeah, if y'all just tuning in. Waiting on, somebody asked me about my genealogy, or unless they were talking about someone else. I can't remember who it was. That's all right. Let's look at this. Gina. Oh, no. I like those Aeropostale shirts. I do. They fit. They're light. They're lightweight. They're thin material. They are. You can't. Yeah, you cannot. You are. So I know my genealogy on my mother's side. So got it all written down. So I don't think I need to sit down and do it again. I did that years ago. Yeah. Neck issues. Lamont, honey, you still having neck issues? Because I did a video, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, because I had it really bad. It's like you can't turn this way and you can't turn like this way because it like hurts. Mine's getting better. My husband works a full-time job, and he has to use his brain a lot. He is a technology business consultant, but he works from home because they tell everybody you got to work from home. So he sits behind the computer, and he does work that I have no desire to do. But he's going to cut that tree up tomorrow. He does all the weed eating because I can't do it. He mows out beside the road with a push mower. I can't do it. I don't have the strength to do it. And he weeds out all the weeds in the garden with a hoe, and he cuts the grass. So I think he does quite a lot. Brings home the money, honey. He brings in the money. He does. That's right. Um, oh, you like the material clothing in the much cooler. You're 55 and you still get hot flashes, yeah. Oh, you feel twinges in your neck. No, it's not due to stress. What storm you got, Mama Michelle, honey? They had a lot of storms come through. When was that happening? Oh, I guess around the afternoon time. Big old strong wind came through, and that's how it happens. Yeah, big strong wind came through, and then a lot of rain, and then it stopped, but it was strong enough to blow those branches over, is what it was. So yeah. Ah, Stacy, honey, thank you. Yeah, I don't want us to trip over these sticks because I personally could probably trip over them or somebody else when you're walking. So yeah. And I want to address something too. So I do all the mechanics around this house. Whenever I got married, okay, let me answer this. I do the mechanics, auto mechanics, any type of carpentry, anything that requires working with your hands that you can build, you can fix, I do it. And I enjoy doing it. I have always enjoyed doing it. In fact, I was a tomboy growing up, okay? Was a tomboy growing up. I could do anything a boy could do, and sometimes a whole lot better. I remember one time in gym class, it was in middle school, they had these great big long poles that went all the way up to the ceiling. I was in the 8th grade. And the girls were on one side and the boys were on the other. And they had their best boy climbing that pole, and they said, is anybody going to race him up that pole? And nobody wanted to. I did. I climbed all the way up that pole to the top, way past the basketball goals, and back down and beat that boy. Sure did. They didn't like that. But yeah, I was good at football, basketball, track, and all of that kind of stuff. So I like building. I like auto mechanics. I like fixing things. It comes natural. Have you ever asked yourself? Now let me ask you this. Have you ever asked yourself if you know how to do things, if things come naturally to you, a lot of different things, you have like a wide skill set. Did it ever dawn on you that what if that was a part of you before you even came to this earth? You ever ask yourself, how could you possibly have such a skill set and it comes all naturally? Did you ever ask yourself that? Yeah. That's right. My husband is not good doing things like that. He's really good technical and stuff like that. And you know what? He likes to bake. I don't like to bake. He loves to bake. And he likes to do the floors. He mops the floors with the Swiffer, and he vacuums the floors, and he does the dishes. So I think he does quite a lot. Kind of like it's a good balance. Sometimes it's like a trade-off, you all. It really is. But that's what he does. And he likes it, and I like it too. I do like it. I like him doing those dishes after we eat, even though we don't make a lot of mess. If I cook, I'll clean up or I'll dry the dishes too. So yeah, you guys, it's really good. It really is. And when you get older, you're thankful for all the help you do get, you all, because when my kids were little, I did it all. When he was in the military, everything. And that's rough, it really is. But that's okay. That's how you get stronger. If you're trying to raise your children and your husband's in the military and he's gone all the time, and or he's studying. He studied for 7 years while in the military, doing his associates, then his bachelor's, then his master's, while doing his full-time job in the military. Yeah, so he's done a lot in his life. He has. He made a lot of sacrifices for his family. A lot of people make a lot of sacrifices for their family because they want a better life. Okay, they do. So how did we get on that, you all? Oh, oh my gosh, you all. You do. I bet you do like him doing the dishes, dear one. Yeah, but I don't have a problem doing them because I can do them fast and I can put them away. Yeah. And when he's not here to do them, I do them anyhow. I don't like to leave the dishes sitting out on the counter. I wasn't raised like that. Everybody had to do dishes. Everybody had to sort their laundry growing up, and we had to keep our room clean. So yeah, right. Uh, I'm working up a sweat raking this gravel. I really am, but that's okay. I got myself a little pal right there. I got it. Sergeant Deadhead. Yeah, that's right, Spirit. As you cook, that's what we do. Me and my daughter, when we cook. Um, like today, I cooked spaghetti. I I did the dishes. I washed the cutting board and I put the knives up and put my dishes up as I cook. When the food was done, I put the leftovers in a container and I washed the dishes and dried them and put them away. See, I don't have a problem with that at all. And it doesn't take long, you all. Hello. Who's got high blood pressure? Somebody got high blood pressure? Manny Benavides, I really do. I have a strong spirit. And I'm bullheaded too. I am bullheaded. And I don't like to take no for an answer, and I don't want someone to tell me I can't do something because I will make sure I do everything within my human power, if humanly possible and spiritually possible, to get done what they say I can't do. If I think I can do it, even if there, if there is a slightest chance that I can do something, I'm going to do it. I am. I'm going to push back. And there's a lot of you all like that too. You're going to push back too. Absolutely, you are. Oh, you're back in. Oh, it makes my arm tired, you all. I don't even know which arm I was raking with. I was raking with my right arm. It's a challenge for you to say I can't do it. Yeah, that's right. You know, you don't want to say I can't do it. So some people talk themselves out of doing things before they even get started is what they do. They talk themselves out and they have conversations of self-defeat. And that really don't get you nowhere when you have conversations of self-defeat. Love you too. Eastern Seaboard out of hydroelectric? Wendy, are you serious? Hydroelectric power on the Eastern Seaboard? Well, yeah, because I think the hydroelectric power could quite possibly be beneficial. Oh, thank you. Let me see this. Perhaps you should eat some breadsticks. Yummy. You're eating them right now. No, I had made my own like garlic toast because we only had 3 pieces of Texas toast. And I said, well, I'll just stick these pieces of bread on my grill with some butter and sprinkle garlic. So I had 2 pieces of that today, and I don't need any more, really don't. Although bread is good, it's not that good for you. I'm going to lose weight too, okay? I am. I'm going to go on a diet. I'm going to eat, well, not on a diet. I just got to watch what I eat more. Is what I got to do. Your grandpa, somebody's getting themselves in trouble. You had dinner at 7 o'clock, and you'll grab a snack while watching a movie tonight. What's everyone else going to do? Well, you're going to watch a movie? What are you going to watch? The Lord of the Rings. Have you ever noticed that on the Lord of the Rings, 10 rings were gifted to the race of men, and they all took them without questioning. 10 rings. And then one by one, they fell into the shadow because of the lust, the power. They fell into the shadow, and they were no more. Casual. Somebody's a casual kitty. Whoa, you are. I gotta try to hold this. A smoothie. Texas toast with extra granddaughter's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your granddaughter. Yeah. Butter rules the world. You know what they said about margarine? It was first developed for the cattle, the cows, and they would not eat it, so they gave it to humans. That was the history of margarine. They would not eat it. It was developed for them. Yeah, ain't that strange? They're going to give it to the cattle. Maybe it was the human cattle that they wanted to give it to. Yeah, I am serious. Look it up. Yeah, look it up. They wanted to give it to the cows, and the cows didn't want it. They would not, I guess as a substitute or something. Oh, that's so wonderful, Tajiana. That's really wonderful. I like the star videos too, you all. Hachiko, hola, hola. Matthew, hola. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? You are, oh my gosh, Sergeant Deadhead. You need to go to bed. It's so tired. That's 4 a.m. for you. You probably better be getting into bed. But if you're like me, your bed is right next to the computer. That's where I sleep. I sleep up there in that loft on the floor with a mattress, like a little mattress that I can throw on the floor like a cot. Take my pillow, and I sleep right on the floor in between both my computers. That's where I sleep. And I thought, well, it's a place to sleep. I used to sleep in the beds, but then I started this journey, and then I thought, oh, I can't concentrate if I'm not up here and I stay up so late. That's where I sleep, on the floor. Been doing it for the past few years now. Yeah, that's right. Lots of people sleep where they work, right there in that very space. The heat don't kill the cows, and they're doing better. One of your recent videos gave you the gumption to do some needed work on your car. We can do anything. That's right, Shelly, honey. That's right. Your bed was turned into a couch in front of the TV. Lori, honey, that's all right. That's all right. If that's where you feel comfortable, I think that's quite all right. It really is. That is all right. No, I don't really get to the messages and stuff. If you sent me links on Messenger or anything on the Twitter or Telegram, I rarely ever get on there. If I was to get on there, I accidentally tapped into. I saw these messages that were on the Facebook that got thrown into the filter. There's thousands of them, along with thousands of friend requests because I don't accept them. And I thought, oh wow, so many messages I don't get to. I really don't get to. I might read 2 messages, I don't know, maybe 2 messages a day. That's it. Yeah. Whew. Oh my goodness. Those lightning strikes were wild. They're wild, you all. There's something to it. With that video, AI changed my wording and said earthquake strikes. And I know I didn't say earthquake strikes, but they changed my, how can they change your words? Well, they can do anything because I remember the Queen of England, when she did her, they did a New Year's celebration thing, a New Year's welcoming. They did a CGI, the deep fake of the Queen. So they can do anything they want. They can take your words in real time or right after you upload them, and they can change it and make it sound just like you because they got our voices and everything. So they, in that video at the 1 minute mark about Earth is under attack, I said, look, these earthquake strikes. And I said before that video uploaded while I was doing it, lightning strikes. I didn't say earthquake strikes, but that's what they changed my word to, earthquake strikes. They did the same at the Jubilee, yeah. Oh my gosh, you all. Yeah. It's kind of nice out right now, and I know this is not a good video to do at all. Oh, Laurie, during your morning coffee waiting for you. Oh, that's wonderful. That is. The moon is hanging around. It is hanging around, you all. It sure is. Oh, I'm going to ask you all something, too. I was sitting here, let me do this. You ever notice with your gas, with your car, if your check engine light's starting to come on? Because my check engine light came on in my Jeep the day before yesterday. Today, my check engine light came on my Subaru, and then I moved my truck from one end of the driveway to the other, and the change in humidity and stuff. It does something to the pressure inside the tank, and it causes your sensors or something to go off, is what happened. You're going outside and you're going to watch the sky. Ah, that's right, Stacy. It's nice to sit outside and watch the sky. You made it in the chat, Yeshua's daughter. Well, I'm glad you made it because it's hard to get in this chat because they don't, for some reason, they don't let hardly anybody in the chat. Fiona, chemtrailed in the UK. That would make a movie. Chemtrailed in the UK. Yeah. It's so nice, conspiratory. Yeah, I think I'm getting me some nice little pals right here of twigs with this rake with one hand. Yeah. And then I'm going to have to pick them up and put them in my barrel. Whew. Yeah, I think I'm getting me some pals. Well, that's me. I got a pal right there, and I got a little pal right here, and a pal right there, and a pal right here in my driveway. Your joints are inflamed. It's hard to walk. Oh, no. Your car's blinkers wouldn't work.